the unbeaten run continues. The pressure's off for you in charge today in the absence of the gaffer. How do you feel it went out there today?
It was a tough game. Always is against Mildenhall, well organised, quite a physical and direct team, I felt. So we started the game reasonably well, sort of feeling the ball down each side of the centre half. So I thought we played it quite well, got our noses in front, and then I think that they had a little purple patch with sort of another 15 minutes and got into the game, and I think that's where their strengths were, with free kicks in our final third, throw-ins and corners. So again, the message going in at half time was let's try not to concede stupid free kicks and corners where necessary. So yeah, I thought first half we played the right way and we were effective.
Gave away the penalty early in the second half. We haven't conceded for a little while, but it shows that the boys are switched on now, able to come back from that. Josh getting that goal to pass back ahead.
Good character to come back. I mean, we said on the sideline, maybe it's a good thing them scoring quite so early rather than a late goal, because you've got time to react, and we've got the quality to be able to do that and not panic. Didn't see whether it was a penalty. But again, like I said, we've reacted really well, and I thought it was a great run by Seb and Cross, and Josh was at the far post and loitering like he does. Good finish.
The only downside from that goal, Dom Doherty coming off with an injury. What's the early diagnosis with him?
No, Dom will be fine. It's just more of a impact rather than a pull or anything like that. So yeah, he'll be fine. Just rest up, a bit of ice, and he'll be fine.
And so that's another win, keeping the unbeaten record going. What's it like in the dressing room at the moment after a win like that against a tough team?
Yeah, like I said, I've tried to. It's difficult for a lot of the boys because trying to focus them in terms of what we're coming up against, because a lot of them have played higher, and you know, from outside in it looks really easy, but when you're trying to focus the lads against teams that they haven't played before, and they can easily go off the boil in terms of mindset and think that it's going to maybe easier than what it is. So like, our job as a management team is to keep them and prepare them and make sure we know what we're coming up against. So the atmosphere is great after games when we get through it like that, and I just hope that, again, we're learning it every week, that we're coming up against teams that are, you know, making it difficult for us.
And debut as well for the new signing off the bench, Dean Bowditch. How do you feel he'd gone? Was it a tough decision to leave him on the bench today?
No, not really, because again it goes along with, you know, what we're trying to do this season in terms of that we've got a squad. You know, how have we trained twice this week? What are we thinking about the opposition? So, you know, Dean coming into the fold was a great option to have, and how could we sort of get him in there and make it most effective? So, you know, yes, you could have started, but at the end of the day we've got a team and we've got quality within that, and yeah, so it wasn't that hard to select the team.
Back to the Vase next week, a big game down here. Home draw is what Rick wanted after the game at Colney Heath. Stood at home, beat Mildenhall, today's opponent, in the last round. What are you expecting next week?
Pretty much the same as what we saw today, I'll be honest with you. It's nice to be playing at home, and but I expect we've watched them, so they are pretty much, you know, very direct and quite physical, and that is what you're going to get each round you go further through this competition, especially as you go more north. So we've got to look at that and compete with that and make sure we've got everybody fit.
Well done today.
Pleasure, thank you very much.
Next week.
Yeah, thank you.